What is going on, man? What is the deal? What is happening? You are back for another episode here of the Raider Rundown, man. What is going on? Salute to everybody in the building, man. Today, we're going to be going over some of the GM interviews that the Raiders have requested, have on the docket. Some real interesting news about the head coaching search and the direction it's going, and why we can be cautiously optimistic about the direction of the squad. So, without further ado, man, let's go ahead. Let's get the intro started. Let's get the show cracking. What is up? What is going on, man? Y'all already know what time it is. Make sure you guys are tapping on the like button first and foremost. And you already know what time it is for sure. If you are definitely new to the channel, make sure you are hitting on the subscribe button if you are feeling what you're hearing, man. So without further ado, like I said, we got to talk about some of the GM interviews that we have requested, that we got on the docket, the direction of the team, the head coaching search. But before we do any of that, you already know what time it is, bro. It's a Raider Rundown show, so you know what we got to do first before anything, and that is hit it with the roll call, man. Got to give a shout out to all the family that's in the chat, man, tapping in with your boy here in the afternoon, man. I know it might be a little early or a little late for some of y'all, depending from some of my East Coast fam, but hey, man, we here. However we can deliver the news, where the time we can do it. Like I said in the off season, man, just keep your notifications on, man, because I'll just be going live whenever, bro, in the off season. So Fear Raider, man, what up? Salute. He says check out Hondo today. A lot of great info on the direction of the Raiders on Hooker, Leonard, Champ, and draft. I already checked that out. We're gonna be talking about that a little later, but salute to you, man. Definitely shout out to you. Always on top of the game, man. Drake for show in the building, man. What's going on? Salute to my dog, man. What's good? Just another DJ. Good afternoon, nation. What's going on? My guy, man, family in the chat. Sun Goddess, greetings. What's going on? Salute. Ghetto Boys Raider, what's the deal? Prez in the building. If you don't know, now you know, man. All the graphics that you will be seeing today is courtesy of our dog Prez from Raiders Resistance, man. So if you don't already follow him or subscribe or whatever the case, man, go do that. Go do that for sure, man. So we're 100% shout out. Hey, yo, Raider, man, what's up? Rundown. What's going on with you, dog? What's going on? Dix Insider. Salute. L11, salute my guy, man. And Dix Insider, Hondo keeps insinuating Ben Johnson to the Raiders, man. We're gonna talk about it, bro. I got some, sometimes we have some information around here, but hey, of course, bro, you already know what time it is, bro. Love all around, bro. Love all around. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the bulk of the business, right? Let's get into the bulk of the business. We came to talk about the Raiders GM candidate. So let's talk about that first. And then we're going to step into the head coaching thing and why I think we can be cautiously optimistic. Now, I know I got the same Raider PTSD as a lot of y'all. Trust me, I do. But I don't know. We might be able to be cautiously optimistic. All right. So first and foremost, man, let's go ahead. Let's start talking about some of these interviews that we have requested. Let's start with this first one right here. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Excuse me. Sharing the screen, man. First interview that we will be discussing is the Raiders have interviewed or requested an interview with Packers VP of Player Personnel, Jon-Eric Sullivan, right? Oh yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. That's the wifey calling me. You already know what time it is. She out and about. My bad, man. When the wifey call, man, you got to check on that. When the wifey call, you got to check on that. But all right, we over here. So we talking about Packers VP of Player Personnel, Jon-Eric Sullivan. Salute. to my dog SoCal Sal. I'm over here fucking up, man. I'm over slurring words and shit. I said I'm drunk. Let me tighten up, bro. Let me tighten up. But let's get him on the docket, man. So we have requested that interview. I don't know if it's official yet, so let me go ahead and check that out if it's official. But of course, you know, as we do, we got to go through his history, what he's done. So just from surface level, before we start getting too deep into it, right? Of course, if you're looking at the Packers from the outside in, very tight ship, right? I mean, they obviously have drafted correctly, brought the right mix of free agency in there, the right mix of talent in there, to have a sustained winning team year after year, right? So from the outside looking in, bro, you can't complain about how the Packers are ran. No way, shape, or form can I do that. And now we looking. Okay, there we go. It's only a request right now. It hasn't been, nothing's concrete. Nothing's concrete for Sullivan. But like I said, if you're looking at how the Packers are ran, bro, I can't really complain about that. I mean, they do what they're supposed to do in as far as what a team is supposed to do in drafting, acquiring their players, and even developing the players they get. Right. So they all doing that. And younger. So for some of my younger people, right? Because you try to attract some of the younger crowd, bro. This statement right here is very true. All right, your statement is very true. Save yourself stress and headache, dog, and heed by this statement right here. I'm telling you. But let's go ahead and let's go through what he got. So promoted to vice president of player personnel in 2022. Okay, so after he just spent 4 seasons as co-director of player personnel. So was promoted from co-director to vice president. Okay, bang. So then in the 2 seasons, right, that he was director of college football scouting, and that was from 2016 to 2017. And that's when he also spent 2 seasons as the director of college football scouting. So we go from there, man. He first joined the Packers in 2004. Right, as the NFL scouting representative after interning for the Packers in 2003. So he's really been with the Packers his whole NFL career, right? His whole NFL career since 2004, really 2003, he's been with the Packers. So from that point to now, right, we can kind of look at what they've done from 2004 to 2025. Not really too much to complain about, to be honest, about what he's done in the job he's done with the Packers. But the college scout, he played Gardner. He played at Gardner Webb, some as a receiver, whatever the case. But either way, man, like we just have to look at the job he's done with the Packers as we're looking at him for our vacant GM job and how he's built that roster, what he's done throughout the years. And there's evidence of him being involved. Pretty impressive, right? Pretty impressive. And if it's for me, I might, if we're ranking the guys that we've already requested, I would say he might be second on the list to me. Second we'll talk about him later. But yeah, I think, he'd be second on my list as far as the 3 we have on the docket right now. Shout out to Eric Raiders Haters Hunter, man. What's the deal? Salute. What's going on? Raider Trey in the building. What's going on, bro? And we're going to get you on soon, bro. We're gonna be talking about some draft shit in a minute. So I'm going to need you on here in a little bit. Happy, man. This guy's playing 100%. 100%. Hey, man, I see you out there pumping that iron on your profile picture, but it looked like you hey, I hope you had somebody spot you back there, dog, because it looked like one false move, it's over. I ain't gonna lie to you in that profile pic. Dominique, what's the deal, bro? What's going on? I ain't gonna lie, bro. As far as this guy right here, Jon-Eric Sullivan, he's all right, right? I think 2nd on the list. What he's done is not bad. And now we look at the guy who I think would be 3rd on the list, in my opinion, right? He'd be 3rd on my list. Actually, we got 4 people. We got to talk about. I didn't even see this last dude. So yeah, now we got 4 people. So now we got to revise the list. Inspirational. But let's talk about the next guy we got here, man. And that is what we got here, bro. Steelers Director of Pro Personnel. Sheldon White. And let's go ahead and go through his history. Now, of course, again, surface level, outside looking in, not bad, right? Like now debating on fucking around and like seeing how long he's been with them will determine how long, or what type of role he's been in. But as far as, pro personnel, of course, he's probably been very, very involved. And you look at the Steelers don't like firing and bringing in a lot of new people. They don't like a lot of turnover, right? So odds are, and this is, I don't know this for a fact yet, but we're about to find out. Odds are he's probably been with them for a minute, right? Because that's just how the Steelers roll, bro. Like they don't like a lot of turnover, dog. Like, and that's to a fault sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? With that organization, they'll hold on to motherfuckers too long. But let's see what he's got right here, bro. Shout out to the chat. Let's see what we got here, man. So far, though, I mean, for him, when I did do my surface level research, bro, like it didn't impress me all that much, right? From what I saw. But then again, it's like, we gotta look at a little bit more. So then this motherfucker got LinkedIn. That shit's not even the team website. The shit's a LinkedIn. See, look, this is why I was kind of off about this, right? This is why I wasn't really feeling it. I ain't gonna lie. I'll try to look up now. This could be a little trivial. It is, but I ain't gonna lie. I'll try to look up your goddamn resume, and it's not even on the team website. The shit's on LinkedIn. I'm worried. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little skeptical. But hey, here we go. Let's go ahead and look. 23 years of NFL executive experience. So he's got cachet, right? And he transitioned to the Steelers in 2022 after he was with the Commanders. He finished with the Commanders as a college scout in 2022. So from 2016 to 2020, he was on Michigan State's football staff. So far, we're seeing a background of college scouting, which is good, right? You got to have some type of background in college scouting, bro. I really do think that is pivotal. Sometimes when you're looking at that, or it's just some type of background in the college game, because you got what you're looking for, right? Especially in the draft, bro. You got to know what you're looking for. So, I'm assuming Johnson gave him a list of GMs he was willing to work with, Agnew, which is crazy though. You would say that, Fear, and I would say that too, because it's easy. You talking about Ray Agnew from Detroit, but I don't know if we've requested the interview yet. I don't think that interview has been requested. Now it could be some, they in the playoffs and shit like that, but yeah, that ain't been requested yet, and I don't know the direction. I don't know. But continuing talking about Sheldon White. And he might have a list. There might be a list, but then again, the way that these interviews are being it's like they're really just trying to get the best pairing for the job. Like, you know what I mean? Now, the preference is there, 100%. The preference is there, but at the same time, like it's all about getting connection, the right pieces, right? Because Josh McDaniels, Dave Ziegler, they was homies. Shit don't matter in the grand scheme. You feel what I'm saying? That shit don't matter, bro. We got to see how the synergy is now. We can be homies, but we got to know how to work, in the building as well and all that extra. So, looking here, bro, he does have a lot of experience, right? He does have a lot of experience. Now, he was with the Carolina Panthers 2004. He was with the Detroit Lions in 2015. So, I mean, he's been all around the league, right? He was also inducted into Miami's Hall of Fame in 2014, which is crazy, right? Which is fucking crazy. Miami, the University of Miami. So that's crazy. But just seeing that background, I mean, he got some background right there. Just playing ball, of course. So of course, that's a good thing also as well when you got a background as a GM and playing the sport as well. Some people don't really have that background sometimes. But you getting guys that have played, been in there. You same with Eric Sullivan. He played. Now sparingly, some of these guys that do be playing don't really get, they don't really be doing shit. But either way, bro, being on the field. But that's an accomplishment right there. You looking at all the things he's done as far as what he's done with the Steelers. Been very good since 2022. I'd say the Steelers have drafted pretty well for where they've been. They never really had no top whatever flight pick. You feel what I'm saying? As far as what the Steelers have done or wherever they're picking. But I can say, for the years that he has been with the Steelers, because we're going off recency, what he has done with the Steelers as of recency, bro, he's drafted some pretty good players, right? At least some key contributors, you would say, to the roster. Whereas, we are hoping and praying that we roll the dice and at least get two or at least one person out of the draft that does something, right? So from there, bro, I can say he's very steady, but I wouldn't put him at the top of my list personally. As far as the hires where we would be looking, who we trying to acquire, shit like that, I wouldn't put him at the top of the list. But shout out Eric, AP is gone, so I just hope this works out for us. Yeah, me too, bro. You just gotta take the swing, bro. I mean, we was 4 and whatever, so we can, like, of course, I wanted to keep AP, but we was 4 and 13, so you can't really justifiably be like, oh my god, if we bring in this dude, like, we shouldn't have never done that. Like, nah, like, we was 4 and 13. So, but could we have given him more of a chance? 100%. I mean, we're gonna give this new coach all the chance in the world. So I just hope with this new coach, however this first season goes, bro, is we temper expectation and we're not just sitting there like, oh yeah, he's supposed to win double-digit games and win the division and all that. Like, let's not do that. Let's see. 831, has Todd Monken accepted our interview request? No, he has not. And we're gonna talk about something a little later, bro. And again, we'll preface something, but we'll talk about something a little later. But they're starting, dots are connecting, smoke is in the air. You feel what I'm saying? And we're gonna connect them bitches. That's what we're gonna do. Federal, what's the deal, man? Salute to you, bro. What's going on? Glad to see you always, bro. My guy Jay, what's going on? Salute. Might be doing something with you later. We'll see how that works. I know you just text me right now. I didn't like visually see it. You feel me? I didn't but I'm gonna go ahead and text you back as soon as we done with this thing right here. Hold on, let me text the wifey back. Yeah. All right, bet. All right, so now that we on, okay, let's talk this. Now that we on and done with Sheldon White, let's talk the next person, the newest person that's added to the docket, right? That this says May request. So this is not official, but we may request this person right here. Raider Knight. He says something right here. Let me see what he says. He said, my friend works at the Raider training facility. He said everyone there is used to a lot of changes every year. They just hope this is the last change for a long time, bro. Your friend, us, everybody in between. You know what I mean? Shit, baby rundown. Everybody in between is hoping this is the last time we do this shit for a while. You know what I'm saying? Last time you do this. Now, you know what I mean? Like, some people, if it's 8 years, 10 years, and you move on, so be it. You feel what I'm saying? So be it. That's good, bro. That's a nice little time frame right there. But goddamn, bro, we don't even get a year. This shit is sad. We don't even get a year. So, hey, everybody in between is hoping for this shit right here. But let's talk about this next person, man. So we may request the interview. So this has not officially happened, but may request the interview from assistant GM Lance Newmark, and he works with Adam Peters over there in Washington. So 28 years old, experience. He includes 26 seasons with the Detroit Lions, which, yeah, the Detroit Lions are good now, bro. But that's like this. That's only 2 years, bro. Like 20-something years with the Lions is ugly. You feel what I'm saying? Because before these couple years, bro, if I'm not mistaken, the Lions weren't always as good, right? And we all know that. But he most recently held the role of senior director of player personnel for Detroit and helped oversee both college and pro scouting operations. He also assisted with weekly management of the Lions roster and assisted Vice President and General Manager Brad Holmes with the implementation of Holmes' scouting vision throughout the entire personnel department. If the Raiders have the ability to hire OC Ben Johnson, there's a possibility the two can reunite in Las Vegas, only if he is interviewed. Now, what Brad Holmes has done there, right? Like, is good. And again, Brad Holmes been there, I don't know, like what, 3 something years, I think. I think Brad Holmes ain't been there that long though. Detroit. But again, that shit said 26 years. The Lions only been good for 2. Now, my math ain't all that good, but there's still 24 years of ass to be accounted for, right? Like, so you say, but you was part of that. Now, I don't know the exact role of it. I don't know the exact extent of it. It's part of that. So it's like, you feel me? I get it. They're all good, and we take the recency and we like it. But then again, it's Brad Holmes, right? Now, you helped Brad Holmes. Basically, what I just read, like, you helped Brad Holmes say, let me get my shit right, man. Fire this dude, hire this dude, hire her, whatever the case, right? Do all that, okay? But after that, you're not there no more. Why are you gone, right? Like, why are you gone after that? And then now you place. I don't know what he's doing here, right? I don't know what he did here. He might have helped Adam Peters, but you would think Peters had the majority to do whatever they're doing in Washington. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm skeptical. Now, I could sound naive. I could sound whatever the case, but just from the surface level, outside looking in, Lions only been good for, 2-3 years. That should say he been with the Lions for 26 years. So again, the math ain't mathing, right? The fucking math is not mathing. I don't know, because they talking about these pro player personnel scouting and all this extra shit. Before these last couple years, wasn't too much development and shit going on around there. I'm just saying. That's just me. So maybe this is just a media connection. Maybe this is just something because, sometimes the media does make the assumption, right? Like, okay, well, this is the connection. So they might request the interview. As you can see right there, may request the interview, right? I want y'all, everybody in here, bro, again, as we go through the offseason, I'm going to continuously say this too, bro. Look at the wording of shit too, right? The wording of everything means everything, especially with the coaches, GMs, media talk, whatever the case, bro. The wording of it is always something. Now, the fact that shit says may request an interview, this is trying to connect the dots, right? We're trying to connect the dots. Now, it for sure could happen, but just because he's been with Detroit, he's helped certain things. He helped Brad Holmes. He was already there. So that's the connection. Same with Agnew, right? Same with Ray Agnew, which I would think, and I think a lot of y'all would think would be the stronger candidate as far as Lions connections to be, the next GM, right? And if we don't already know about Agnew, he's there like my guy Raider Knight, or I think Fierce. Oh, no, Fear, like Fear said. Agnew is one who is more responsible for helping Brad Holmes in the development of the Detroit Lions, right? That's Agnew. So, but we haven't requested that interview either, right? Which is crazy. So, yeah, we can do the obvious connections, but it's starting to look more and more apparent, bro. Like, we're not just trying to just do the obvious shit and just, pair it because he knows them or whatever. We're trying to pair the right people together, right? Who are going to work together and have a good chemistry relationship on the field, off the field, however it goes, bro. And sometimes you might not know that person, right? Like, shout out to all my people up in here, bro. Shout out to my guy Raider Trey. Shout out to Jay Boulevard. Shout out to all my family up in here, bro. I ain't know none of y'all before I started this goddamn podcast shit, right? But now we fail. But that's how it works. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes we disagree on shit. Sometimes the GM and head coach might disagree on how they want to or how they want to go in a direction. But at the end of the day, bro, it's all in the common goal to what? We all trying to what? Win, bro. So at the end of the day, we all have different opinions on how we should get to the end goal. But it's all the same shit. We all still work together. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what they're trying to do right now. But let's talk about somebody that I think, in my personal opinion, from what I've heard and from what has been reported and from what is out there now, I think this dude should be and will be the next GM. I ain't gonna lie. And I think, number one, let's just say my opinion, I think he should be. I really do think he should be. But this is, and I think all of y'all might know where I'm going, especially if you've been watching me as of lately. John Spytek. John Spytek, I think, should be the next GM of the other Raiders, bro. He's the number one dude in my opinion as far as candidates. And if you were going to pair him with a coach as say as Ben Johnson, I think this is the dude. Now we've read his bio before. We know what he's done. We know that he was instrumental in helping getting Brady over to Tampa Bay, right? Because of the Michigan ties they both share. Also, he's been directly involved with helping, the director or the general manager there acquiring players through the draft, free agency, however the case. He's been involved in the day-to-day, right? He's there in the building in the day-to-day. I think this dude right here and what he's done in his short span and time there at Tampa Bay, what he's accomplished, right? They got division titles. They won a Super Bowl. You feel what I'm saying? I think even then, bro, the drafting, right? The way that it's ran from the outside. I mean, shit, they've drafted damn near 3 Pro Bowlers. Not even damn near. That's like 3 or 4, right? Since 2020 and on, bro, they've drafted like 3 Pro Bowlers and key starters since then. Since then, right? So I think, bro, this is the guy right here. And I think pairing him with whatever coach it would be, we talk about that, but whatever coach it would be, I think that'd be a slam dunk right there, bro. I think that'd be a slam dunk right there. Hey, shout out Death Pile Picker, man. He made a daytime live. Shout out. Yeah, it's all good, bro. We got the daytime crew sometimes, and then we got the nighttime crew. I already know where you a part of, bro. I know where to count you in. I know what time it is with you. Always. You already know what time it is, bro. You already know what time it is. Joel, man, what's going on, man? Shout out to the fam, bro. What's going on? Oh, no, yeah, we got to get that up, man. Let's get that up, man. Hit the like button at the very least for your boy. Please, 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 man. I appreciate that. A lot of good information we trying to give around here. And, we just trying to do it for the love, bro. But at the very least, man, just hit the like button for your boy. Please, please. But, hey, Bloody Raider, what's the deal, bro? As always, man, salute to you, man. Appreciate you for joining, man. Dominique, I want Spytek. Yeah, 100%. I think Spytek is the guy. I think, in my prediction, in my opinion, I think that's gonna be the dude. And now let's talk about the big one. And we're gonna put some shit on the line. Last week, I was 40% that we would even have a chance at Ben Johnson. 40. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I was at like a damn near 35. Right? Like, I'm like, we request the interview. He might take it, of course, out of respect Brady and whatever the case. But now, this week, hey, bro, I'm at like a 75%. I'm at like a fucking 75%. And it's gonna be it's getting critical. And before I really get into it, hit the like button. Wifey is calling again. Let me go ahead and get right. But hit the like button before we share. We got to. All right. Now, right? Let's get into it. So this week, bro, I'm at a 75%, right? I'm at a 75%. I think after hearing what's been heard, right? After hearing what, like, okay, let's do this. All right. We had interviews requested. Pete Carroll already, right? Todd Monken, we requested that as well. Okay. And then at the same time, we requested who else? Spagnuolo. We had Vance Joseph in the building as well. We had who else? Aaron Glenn, that, like, we had a lot of guys. But notice and really heed how that shit slowed down, right? You see how that shit's kind of backed off a little bit. Now, for example, there could be some other things going on in the scenes, but for example, now a team that we're in competition with, you look at the Bears. Look at their search. Look who they're interviewing. Look at the candidates. Look at the timing of it. Interesting, right? And also, right, when Mike McCarthy became available, who was the first team like that, like clockwork, to go get Mike McCarthy and request that interview? It wasn't us, right? It wasn't us. Our coaching interviews have slowed down significantly. And now, now we focused on the GM, which you would think, right, you would want to grab the head coach and say, all right, well, what are we trying to do with the GM now? Now that we kind of got the head coach solved and figured. But the thing is, right, what I'm getting at is like when you're looking at the Bears and what they're doing, bro, you can definitely there's something going on there. You feel what I'm saying? There's something going on there. Uncertainty. Let's say that. Uncertainty. I know a lot of Bears fans and Twitter will tell you different. Now, why in the fuck would he be uncertain? Now, why in the fuck do we have to keep interviewing people? We just interviewing people on the docket, whatever the case. I'm gonna tell you what uncertainty is, bro. You're not just even so. You're not going to hear no news from us. And I'm telling you this right now. You're not going to hear no news as far as coaching from us or as far as the Bears or whatever the case until a certain team's playoff run is over, right? We all know that. Certain team playoff run is over. You got to add a respect. Probably not until February. You're not going to hear nothing. But if you're a certain team, bro, right? And you're like, I like Buddy. I want Buddy. Of course, that's the number one option. But if I'm at any point suspicious that shit ain't gonna go my way, what you think I'm gonna do? If get this right, I'm just saying. Say if you had a plan in place, right? You're like, this is the number one option. This is what the fuck I want. This is what I want to do. But then you catch wind that something might derail that plan. Would you just sit back and hope that plan A goes to plan? Or would you then say, well, you know what? Let me start working on plan B just in case. What'd you do? I'm just saying, right? So from a certain point, yeah. Now, shit got to get official, right? Shit got to be official. But I'm starting to be like 75% sure, bro, that Brady might have pulled this shit off. And I ain't going to lie to you. I think I'm 75% sure that Brady might have pulled this shit off. Now, what's the one thing we talking about with Ben Johnson? Let's not sugarcoat it. What's the one thing we talk about? He wants cohesion, right? He wants cohesion between him and he wants cohesion between the front office, right? So from there, you look at our competition and you would say, what is the competition, right? Probably for me, it's the Bears and the Jaguars. But, right, Poles is running the show around there, bro. Round the Bears. Now, yeah, there could be some things worked out over there where you're like, okay, of course, we can work, but Poles is really running that show. Then you look at the Jaguars. I don't think a lot of people are like that GM over there with the Jaguars. I think that unless the owner fires that GM, then my antennas will go up, right? My antennas will shoot the fuck up if that owner for the Jaguars fires their GM. But from here, bro, I mean, you're looking, this is the only place you're going to have synergy, right? So, I mean, now everybody likes to say, oh, man, but the Raiders don't have all that. Hey, look here, bro. If Tom Brady and Mark Davis and Richard Seymour sit you in a room or a press conference or wherever it is and sit there and tell you, bro, hey, bro, we want your vision. Whatever you want to implement, say it will be done, right? As a coach, bro, how can you not sit there? And I get it. Bears fans will sit there and poo-poo on our situation. But as a coach, bro, how can you not sit there and take that shit seriously? Be real, bro. Be real with yourself, okay? If Tom Brady, Richard Seymour, Mark Davis, they all sit there. There is no GM yet. Why? Because we want you to be involved with that. Hey, whatever you need, bro, I believe in your vision 100%. You got Tom Brady telling you I believe in your shit 100%, bro. Say it and it will be done. It will be so, bro. Just let me know what you need. You can't go back after that interview and done that shit off. You can't do that. You can't do that. And for all the Bears people that are going to sit here for these weeks, because it's gonna be quiet. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be real quiet as far as what we're doing, right? And as far as news that comes out for the head coaching circuit. But in that quietness, don't let bullshit get to you, right? Don't let bullshit get to you. Because motherfuckers will tell you our situation is bad. Motherfuckers will tell you nobody wants to be here. Motherfuckers want to tell you there's no way they can fathom anybody wants to wear these colors. Okay. All right. You all right? All right. That's all we got to say. Now look, there are some things that are to be said about the competition. Right? They'll tell you about the competition. Why would he want to fuck with the competition? Again, bro, if you're in these colors, playing these teams, knowing these teams, we know what's up with the Chargers in Denver, bro. We know what's up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, as Raider fans, we know. Like, in the division, we know there's only one big dog to knock off. You feel what I'm saying? Now, motherfuckers that get here outside of the division, like all the Bear fans, be like, oh my God, you got to play Sean Payton. You got to play goddamn Jim Harbaugh. Oh my God. They don't watch us like that. I can tell most of the people that talk shit on Twitter, bro, do not be watching this team. They skim through the roster. You feel what I'm saying? They skim through the depth chart on NFL.com. And then they're like, oh my God, look at the names. There are no superstars. How dare they? Fuck out of here, bro. If you watch the games, if you see what we see, you know in this division, there's only one big dog to knock off. We all know that, right? Because one, your boy's a rookie. We don't know, right? We don't know what he can ascend to. I still don't believe it either. What Bo Nix is. I don't know what that is yet. We'll see. I'm kind of starting to get a fucking picture of Justin Herbert. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm starting to get a picture. Jim Harbaugh, we'll see, but I'm starting to get a clearer picture of what Justin Herbert is. So, again, you tell me, bro. Now, I don't even see that again as a coach. I don't see Ben Johnson as a coach to run from that competition either. Now, it just don't make sense for me, right? Just me personally. Now, I'll talk about me from a personal standpoint. It don't make sense, bro, for me to go to a place, right? To go to a place that I got to play my former boss twice a year that knows my tendencies and knows what the fuck I do when I can go make a name for myself somewhere else at an organization that's desperately craving that shit. Hey, bro. And I get it. Bears fans want to say that, bro, but I'm about to be Raider biased and I'm about to be Raider pride, bro. I don't give a fuck. Can you imagine if this man, Ben Johnson, brings us back to relevancy and playoffs and Super Bowl shit, what that does for his legacy? This team, this logo, man, like, can you imagine that? I get it, bro. The Bears are the Bears. And you can't poo-poo on that. But can you imagine what that does for him as a legacy coach? To take this fucking logo and do something with that? Bro, stop it, bro. Stop it. Motherfuckers will sit here and poo-poo on what this organization is, bro. But everybody knows, bro, the NFL is better when the Raiders are good. That's just real shit. And if you want to give yourself a real challenge, a real competition, right? And if you want to prove yourself as a coach, well, you go knock off the motherfucker that's killing the league anyway, right? That's what I'm going to go do. Because I want to create a name for myself. That's how you fucking create a name for yourself. Not on the back and in the shadow in the same division of the motherfucker you just left. It just don't make no sense. Makes zero sense. Right? So, again, to me personally, bro, it ain't no debate. It ain't no debate at all, man. It ain't no debate. I think coming here would be wondrous for his legacy, bro. Wondrous. It would do wonders. And like I said, last week I was 40% that he was gonna come here, bro. This week I'm like 75, bro. I'm like 75 that he might come here and they might fuck around and pull this shit off. They might. And there's gonna be a lot of hating, dog. It's gonna be a lot of hating. If they pull this shit off right here, bro, motherfuckers is gonna be on our backs and they gonna say, how the fuck did they do that? They don't deserve that. Fuck that organization. Whatever the case. Hey, bro, we're gonna pull the middle fingers right up. Now, guess what? We have to prove it, right? Once he comes here, if he comes here, we would have to prove that the fact, if he's a good coach, whatever the case, bro. But there's gonna be a lot of hating if this shit gets pulled off, bro. Which I definitely think it might be, bro. I definitely think it's gonna get it done. So my prediction, and I'm telling y'all now, on January 15th, it's gonna take some weeks and it's gonna take some time because I don't think nothing's gonna move until the Lions are out of the playoffs. Nothing's gonna move. But on January 15th, I'm telling you, they might fuck around. They might have fucked around and got Ben Johnson, and they might fuck around and get John Spytek. So we'll see how that works. And if I'm right, you know where to come. You know where to come at. If I'm wrong, hey, so be it. We eat crow, and hopefully we didn't hire fucking Mike McCarthy. So let's just say that. But until then, bro, y'all already know what time it is. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if it's your first time and you're feeling what you're hearing. At the same time, hit the notification bell because I will be going live at random times throughout the offseason, just explaining some of the news, maybe some things I done heard, or whatever the case as far as the rumors that might be out here. So make sure you guys are hitting all them buttons. And you know what I say every show, man. I keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground here on the Raider Rundown. Peace.
I need a bad bitch with an accent, serving in peace, still taxing. Just got tapped for the young cash app, moonwalking like a young Mike Jackson. Yeah, shots to the head, ride clean and still fuck feds. Realest nigga and it's on my kids, so who the fuck gon' wanna test me, bitch?